The most traveled path to inefficiency, my friends, is the following. The most traveled path to an inefficient law firm, to you feeling that you don't have freedom, and to you feeling that you're not growing is the following. This is the most traveled path. Harvard Business Review put out something really powerful. I reread it this week and it was like, holy crap. So I want to give a quick example of a story. I want you to pretend you walk into your law firm on Monday morning, or you start working if you're virtually. And one of your team members goes, Keith, I have a problem. And then you go, okay, what is your problem? And they go, well, I need and this problem and that from this. And if you're a nice person, your response is typically going to be, thanks for bringing that to me. I'll get back to you by the end of the day with a solution. I don't have time right now for this. What happened in a circumstance like this is someone successfully transferred their problem to you. And now you have become a bottleneck. Now they are going to wait until Magical Keith comes with the plan. Right? So this is called transferring a monkey. As Harvard Business Review calls it, a problem in this example is labeled as a monkey. And monkeys, or problems in business, jump from one person's back to another person's back. Your job as the leader of a law firm is to make sure that monkeys stay on their respective owners' backs. If you are the answer for every single problem in your law firm will not grow. If you are the bottleneck, if everything has to flow through you, if you got to approve everything, if you let everyone else's problems, which they were hired to solve, which they are paid to solve, if you let their problems jump back on you, why did you hire them in the first place? That's their job. So inefficiency, the number one thing, you guys thought I was going to talk about systems and processes and blah, 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 accountability. No, it's you getting the heck out of the way. So there's 5 degrees of initiative. 5 degrees of initiative. You can build a law firm where everyone waits until they are told what to do. That's level 1 initiative. You can build a law firm where people ask you what to do for everything. You can build a law firm where you set the expectation that people will do their own research, make their own recommendation, right? Then come to you and then take action. You can build a law firm where you incentivize and cheerlead people for taking their own action and then informing you promptly of an action that already took place. Or you can build a law firm where everybody acts independently, and then during your recurring meetings, you are updated or reported on periodically. Does everyone follow the 5 levels of initiative? Okay, so every task in your firm, whether known or unknown, gets assigned one of these 5 degrees of initiative. Whether you know it or not, there are things in your law firm that you have created the environment where people wait until they are told to do from you. And that is why your team doesn't grow, and that is why your team doesn't perform at the high level that they could. They're waiting for the big boss to give direction. The goal is to create a law firm that only operates at what level and above? The answer is 3. However, if you can get to 5, that's really powerful. But your goal is to actually ban level 1 and level 2 initiatives. So your job as a leader is to create a culture where people don't wait until they're told what to do. They don't ask all the time what they do. You've created a culture where you expect at the least someone comes to you with the recommendation as to what should have been done, what could be done at the minimum. So again, solving inefficiency comes down to you getting out of the way and letting other people work. Does this make sense? So get the heck out of the way, guys. The reason you don't have freedom is because you're in the freaking way of your own freedom. Are mistakes going to happen? Yes or no? When you get out of the way? Of course they're going to happen, guys. The question is, are you going to learn from those mistakes? Or are you going to freak out when your team makes a mistake and then make everyone stop taking action again because you freaked out the last time they made a mistake? So now they just got to wait for you to give them direction the next time. We have to use mistakes as permanent shifts in direction. Right? Now, yes, we need contingency plans in place for big, legal license altering mistakes. All right. I'm expecting you have a team in place that's not completely incompetent, right? And that they're good people and they actually will not make life-shattering mistakes. And you have to have that level of trust. So I want everyone to say this with me. I'll say it first and then you say it to yourself afterwards. I'm happy to help you with your problem. However, as I help you with this problem, please know the problem is still your responsibility. So say this out loud to yourself. I won't look. Don't worry. I won't look. Say it to yourself. Just get the role play in. I'll look away for a second until everyone said it. I'm happy to help you with your problem. However, as I help you with this problem, please know the problem is still your responsibility. Say it out loud if you didn't already. Come on. Because you got to get used to this. It's not my problem, guys. I'm happy to help you with your problem. However, as I help you with this problem, please know that the problem is still your responsibility. I'm happy to consult you on it. I'm happy to give you some tidbit, but you are not waiting for anything from me. You're not waiting for an answer. You're not waiting for a flash crazy plan from me. Such a mindset shift. The next point I wanted to make today is, have you built enterprise value or a job? Do you have a valuable business or a valuable job? Like, guys, if meetings aren't real to you and they're not productive, of course meetings won't work. If meetings are your life or death only 90-minute window to check in on everything in the company, immediately they're valuable. But if you're accessible everywhere and you're just, if the meetings aren't meaning anything to you, a weekly meeting, daily huddle, of course they're not going to do anything. They're setting direction at the beginning of the quarter, right? Having periodic check-ins on a weekly basis, right? This builds a valuable business. Here's another contrarian viewpoint I want to share with everyone. Would I take lower revenue and lower profits if it involved 20 times less of my time? Would you take lower revenue and lower profits if it involved 20 times less your personal time? Obviously, this is relative to everyone, but the thinking point here, I want everyone to just take a minute and reflect on, is there is in valuation in businesses, when investors look at businesses, there's something called quality of earnings. What is your quality of earnings? My question is to you. I would take lower revenue and lower profits on a piece of my business if it didn't require my personal time. So a business that's doing $5 million a year and $2 million a year profit that you're a slave to is worth less than a business that's doing $3 million a year and $1.5 million in profit that requires zero of your time at all that runs on autopilot. So at some point, you have to create your own internal calculator as to what is my quality of earnings? Some of you are maniacs like me. Like, I don't care about that. Like, I care more about just reaching the mission that I've set, but you got to find your own compass. You don't need to have my compass. And the third point is building your version of an enterprise is what actually creates freedom and profit. Building something you can step away from is what creates the freedom and the profit you look for, but there is a cost, and that is the build-up period. And then after the build-up period, the stepping away period, which is uncomfortable. The part where you step back and you go, I'm not in this anymore, right? This is where serial entrepreneurs come from, right? They're on to the next business.